Dewey's gotta get taken out in the barn truck, hay truck, whatever it is, by the grenade frag of Viegor. And meanwhile, Hypno has been taken out by Lenzalelli with the MP44 to hand. Now the envious with that man disadvantage, and it's gonna be pretty tough to unlock the B-bomb site. Perhaps Holek could be able to come in close, but still no sign of that. Icons is gonna get taken down early on though, but immediately Holek falls to Supreme. I suppose Villa is now gonna try and cover his teammate who is approaching mid. Captaini Molo looking for an entry on A and misses horrendously onto Lance. That could have changed things around, but no, it's all left up to Villa, who finds himself in that 1-on-3, making his way onto the ladder roof. Still with just the M1 to work with. Viego will be lying in wait, and there's Villa gone. Pretty comfortable round from ephix. The envious did lose a couple of players early on, though I must say, no, connected a shot early on onto Linden, so I don't know. Still, he does miss the shot now, and immediately getting dropped by Supreme, who's dead on that spawn stairs. Can do something. It's Captain Molo. Ooh, gotta get shut down by Supreme as well. Supreme is gonna keep on pushing in the back. Linden as well on the cage roof. They're all pushing aggressively. Viegor will join the fight, but getting dropped by Holek. Supreme finds himself a hat trick. Holek, your last man. He's got 4 more players to find. He did find 1. Smoke comes out. Tags up Lance, but Lance will get the better of him. Over at the score, Supreme still on 4 frags. Well, still. He got 3 that last round, but still on 0 deaths as well as Lance. No, did spot a glimpse of somebody's gun there, but wisely decides to go back. We're actually going for that jumping scope shot on top of that tank. It's an interesting approach. Now Holek smokes up the B alley, but wow, that's such a dirty nade from Viegor and B alley. Finally, Hypno and Dewey do reply with a frag of their own, nearly getting that second one as well into A corner. Dewey will finish them off though. It was actually Supreme still alive on the A corner. Gonna look to drop the nade on the B bomb side. Hoping to stop that bomb from going down. He does successfully though. And now Hypno in the bottom A area. Dewey's on top of that glitch. He's gonna go ahead and plant that bomb. Supreme has no nades anymore. He's not all too aware of Hypno's position. If he's not careful, he's gonna get flanked by Hypno. Ooh, Dewey has been taken out, but Supreme is completely unaware of that Hypno is over there, so good play by him. Taking out Supreme and clutching it. 2-1. Captaini Molo making his way towards B. Hypno again, already dropped by a grenade. Last time, not last round, but the other round, he got dropped by Supreme early on. Lance left quite alone over at B, but it doesn't really matter, I suppose, since Icons is still watching that cross together with a couple of the Germans in their team. Linden now coming in support as well. Viegor drops to his death as he decides to go running across the street. Villa now watching that same angle. Where's Icons? What? What the hell, Holek? What the hell is that? Okay, well, That just ruined the chances for the envious to come back into this game. This Captain Captaini Molo was looking for the frag into Icons, but Icons did spot him. Now forced to help out his teammate. Ooh, Linden does go down to Holic, so a little bit of redemption from his fallen teammate that he killed by himself. Captaini Molo doesn't seem to be able to unlock anything. Wow. Lens did miss a couple of shots. Luckily Icons is there though. He will get that round in for ephix, which makes this 3-1. Gonna see if Hypno will be able to get a frack in. I haven't really seen Icons contesting the scope battle as of yet. Maybe it's because Hypno hasn't been causing too much problems yet for ephix. Lens this time over at A. We've seen him a couple of times. I think they're just switching up. They're playing spawn based. We do see Vila opening up onto Supreme. Hypno with a lovely little shot onto Icons. Getting dropped though by Lens, who was sitting on A stairs. Now ephix with a man advantage, disadvantage, sorry. As both teams will find one frag too good. Still though, the envious are on the B bomb side. Can't help but feel that they have a better position in this matchup right now, or in this round. Vigor, ooh, he still has that shotgun. He could go for that jumping shotgun shot, but a little bit risky at times. He has to get rid of Captaini. Holic still watching the middle area. Vigor does finally go down, but maybe he should have reacted a little bit earlier. Patience doesn't always pay off, unfortunately. And yeah, Linden will just be another casualty of the crossfire setup from the envious. Now, does find one early on onto Linden, as he did in the first round of this map. Now Lens making his way towards spawn, so he's flexible in the rotations. Icons missing that shot, but will land the second one onto Hypno. Vigor did go looking, but wow, lands it onto Holic, getting dropped though immediately by Vila. Great counter frag. Still though, Supreme on the stairs, lying in wait for one of the Finnish players to approach. Gonna go for a quick shot on that roof, but nicely decides to go back. Not a lot of nades on either of the teams, just one on Captaini Molo, and it got wasted. Looking for peaks in mid now. As Icons are ready in their spawn. So ephix surely know it won't be an A push. Oh, Vila finds the angle onto Supreme, but could not land it. Where is Supreme? Supreme is watching it. He's in a bit of a pickle there. He's just stuck in that corner. He's just relying on Icons to hold the cross, but Captaini finds the headshot. As Lance will get himself that revenge frag onto Dewey. Icons did get spotted. Lance finds it onto Vila. Captaini now on his own. The bomb's planted quite good for him, but he's in this B truck. He's just gonna get locked down in here. Icons does spot him now. This is the call for Ancelelli to move in as well. Icons now making his way all the way down to the B alleys. Captaini did successfully move himself around without Lance seeing it, but misses all his shots. That was his chance to come clean and clutched around, but Icons does go down, but Lance immediately in reply. 4-3 it is. 4-2 it is, my apologies. As ephix do claim another round.
Axis win.
So Supreme potentially gonna go for a mid rush. No, he's actually gonna hold that B push cross. Oh, Lens attack but no frag. So unfortunate. Lens does finish off the scope of the envious. Supreme though immediately getting dropped by Captaini. Feeling onto icons. Vigor now. Chucking that nade. Ooh, if that was a real nade, it would be a little bit scary. And he's gonna get dropped on the cross by Villa. Couldn't make it to the B-bomb side. Lens now on his own, 1 on 4. What can you really do in this situation when you're all the way over at the A-bomb side? And the bomb will be planted on B-bomb. And Villa will get an easy frag in onto Lens. Still though, close game. No teams really stepping out as of yet. Smoke comes out from Vigor, allowing for a safe passage to get yourself across. As he drops an A towards that B street as well. Supreme did spot one. Gonna have to back off. As the Finns will now approach the B side. Icon still over that truck. Gonna have to be careful not to get naded. That nade actually didn't land quite yet, but Holic nades will. And Linden went there as well. He's gonna get dropped by Holic as well. Vigor is still in the B alley. It's a really aggressive push from ephix, just not doing as well as they were hoping for. Supreme now your last man yet again. Make it now a 1 on 3. As Captaini goes down. Now lying in wait in the smoke. Holic is in B alleys. Dewey over at B balcony. Again, this is like this situation where you come from A, the bomb's over at B, you have still 3 players left alive. You might get 1 frag if you're lucky. But then you immediately should be getting killed. But let's see what Supreme can do. Looks like absolutely nothing as he has been dropped by Holic. Holic claims his 3rd frag of the round. And all back to even. I'm gonna give Linden some love. Maybe not, he's sitting in spawn. I haven't seen him do all too well lately. I mean, he's a good player, just not... haven't seen him go wild yet. Supreme though, let's fight 1 on 2 Villa. Spots another one, smoke does come out. And he managed to go away safely. He's actually using that smoke to his advantage, very clever. Still though, the Finns are not coming. Vigor is there as well with the shotgun to hand. Dropped a nade over at the B truck. No one there to receive it. He's gonna get dropped by Dewey. Yep, no, checks out the nade on top A roof. Lance does manage to dodge it. Gonna go for the MP44 spray. I'm sure he knew where Hypno was. He's still over at that back along roof. Going for a jump shot. Nope. No one will be there to receive his bullets. Meanwhile, Dewey on top of the B roof. Not going for the jump. Looking to shut down the B truck player. Hypno does get himself a frag, but immediately Icons, the opposing scope, will drop him. Icons with yet another frag of the Dewey. Can he make it 1 more? He will! Brilliant play by Icons. Can't help but feel that the Envious did leave it a little bit too long to go towards that B-bomb side. He only had 10 seconds left, so... And they don't really seem to be using their own smoke. I do see Holic throwing that smoke from time to time again in that alley from the spawn, but they're just not rushing in. They're just playing it really cautious and slow, and Hypno finds 1-on-2 lands. Quickly looking over. So 3 players over at B-bomb side. 1 is looking to get a peek on A. Supreme nearly falling to his death by that grenade. And another nade coming in. Captaini. I kinda like that name. Captaini Molo. Finds that shot onto Supreme. Here's another player to his left. Picks up the MP44. And meanwhile, Dewey has been dropped. If Captaini and gets his frag, if only he could! Icons finds it. Hypno with the 1 pop though. Now Hypno will plant this A bomb site. Holic. And who's that? Vila watching the cross set. That's pretty much all they need to do. Vila now moving in. Shotgun out. There's 1 below him. But running away for his dear life. Vila is not going to escape with that one. Still though, clock ticking away. Vila now looking, but gonna get immediately shut down by Holic. It's a 1-on-1. Linden now quickly moving in. MB44 to MB44. Holic will come on top once more. As we're even Stevens once again. Captaini Molo finds a brilliant headshot onto Icons. Nade out towards A roof, lands though, evening it up. Spots Supreme there. I can't help but feel it must be Supreme peeking down at A alley. In fact, yeah, it is Supreme. As he finds one onto the opposing scope. Hypno down. Lance joining the fight as well as he drops Dewey. Smoke does come out over at A. As these 2 remaining players make that just 1 remaining as Linden shuts him down. Holic getting caught out by Lance. And now ephix take the lead once more. Pick it up with Icons. Never mind, Supreme does take 1. Couldn't even find Icons in time. Still looking over at the spawn roof. Nade coming out from Linden onto the bucket area. Lance finds 1 onto Dewey. ephix finding some more aggressive pace in their play. I feel like just still has sight on that smoke, but not anymore, not for long. And that's his counter smoke from Vigor, just tricking it out there, making sure the envious will waste their time. Oh wow, Lance landing the tag, but does finish him off with the lugger, getting himself a 2nd frag of the round as Holic drops to him. He does know one, there's 1 more in at BLE. Who's that? It's gonna be Hypno and Vile. Hypno is gone as Icons will mop up the remaining players. 7-5. Perhaps the envious should have done some more aggressive play. Might have worked out better for them, but who am I to judge in the end? Score-wise, Supreme and Lance doing fantastic for the team. They're on the same score, same ping. They're like brothers. And Hypno, the scope for the envious, is doing quite well as well. So now ephix are gonna do this B execute. They're gonna go fast towards the B bomb site. Linden though just dropped to his death. as Villa will bring him down to his knees. Now Lance knows one is on B balcony. Vigor is gonna try and help him out, but can't seem to spot him though. Icons though does down Dewey as a retaliation for the frag onto Linden. Vigor finds a tag onto Holic. Ooh, Holic immediately in the face of Vigor, just comes leaping around. I was gonna say, ephix in a little bit of trouble, but Vila does get grenaded down by Supreme. Still 2 players from envious on the A bomb site, which is quite concerning as Supreme does drop Holic, and the rotation is not possible with Icon still lurking around that spawn roof area. Where is Captaini? On A roof, gonna look to drop down, gonna be looking for Icons. Question is, will he show himself? He does show himself. Icons down, and if this grenade lands, it will be very well possible. This grenade does land. Supreme down from a 1-on-3 to a 1-on-1. And the bomb has not yet been planted. Lance is on the B bomb side. Captaini is just gonna take it easy. Gonna let Lance make the mistake. He's the aggressor after all. Captaini still lying in wait below A roof. Time ticking away though. He's gonna go for that B bomb plant. It won't be a fake, it will just be an immediate plant. Captaini now moving in towards mid. Did Lance spot him though? Ooh. Now they did. Captaini. Over at the B tank. Spots Lance. He doesn't really have a secondary, does he? So he has to hit this shot. Oh, but Lance playing it sneaky. Oh my god! Captaini does take him out! How on earth is that possible? 1-on-3. Captaini clutches it, which will make it 7-6. I thought for sure Lance had that frag, but oh my god. Captaini with insane reactions to shut down Lance. Now, 7-6. We're moving into another round. Round number 14. Icons with his eyes peeled on the cross. Hoping to get a cross kill. Again, this B-orientated push from ephix. They should have had that last round, but Captaini did clutch it. So they must be kicking themselves right now. Lance does open up onto Vila. The push is coming in as Icons drops one more and Linden drops one as well. Captaini, your only man surviving on the B-bomb side, picks up 2 kills. There's another one moving in to his right. Will he find him? Captaini does go down. Vigor will claim that frag. Dewey now your last man. Can envious go clutch once again? No, they can't. Icons will drop one across. 8-6. ephix maintain that 2-round lead. Picking up with Captaini himself. Icons yet again finds one early on onto Vile. Vile not having the best of luck over at the B-bomb side. He's being dropped early on quite fast. A couple of rounds, a couple of occasions. Ooh, Captaini does spot a glimpse on the A stairs, shuts down Icons. Captaini really doing it for them. He did hear one over at the bucket roof as well. Now scoping in on the BLE, but Vigor does get the better of him. Now this will be the call to enter the B-bomb side. As the players are approaching, Dewey is there. There's just 3 players there. Dewey does get the frag, but the shotgun comes in from Linden, which will push Dewey out of his cover for Lance to shut him down. Holic now moving in, but getting shot in the back from Supreme, who was still sneaky all the way in spawn. Captaini, yet again, your last man, 1-on-3. I thought he couldn't do it, but now he has to do it again. But won't be doing it, as Alliance will drop him 9-6. Now ephix are expanding this lead and looking good for them. couple of players from ephix going towards the A bomb side. It's actually just a scout watching across and Supreme in support. He's picked himself up the Car 98K, has been dropping the other long range gun to the shotgunner, I can only assume, which is Linden. Linden as well as a car, okay. Dewey does find himself the opening frag on the Viegor. We've got a couple of players from the Envious pushed up quite aggressively on the B alleys and the B truck. They're just going to be waiting for ephix to receive them. But in the meanwhile, ephix did rotate towards A. We can see these players all stacked up on there. There's just one the German defending it, which is Captaini. So all in good hands, unless he's going to get grenaded down. Smoke did come out from the envious side. And the shotgunner is there in the form of Holic. Spots one on the A stairs, shuts down Icons. Icons again getting shut down on that A stairs. And Dewey gets the bash onto Lens as he comes in the back, picks up another kill. Linden down, gonna go for the third, but Supreme will drop in, but immediately Villa comes back onto Supreme. And it's 9-7. Villa dropping that anti-air rush nade. As Icons finds himself Hypno, this time winning that scope battle. Dewey does shut down Linden, and Linden not having the best of games as of now. Couple of nades coming raining out from the B-bomb side. Captaini lands a brilliant tag. Unfortunately that was another frag, but it will push away Viegor, putting him back in his place. A lot of emphasis being put on by the Envious onto the A-bomb side, but Holly gets a nice jumping shot onto Viegor. Viegor getting shot at so badly. And he's been dropped, of course, by it. Quickly check where these guys are at. Alright, so we got two players over at B. Where's the other one? Can't seem to find him, doesn't matter. Supreme has been dropped. Plans to take over his Lee Enfield. Icons coming as well. Situation a little bit grim for ephix. Although Lance still has a nade, so possibly if this nade could connect, it might help a little bit. Oh, Icons does find the head of Dewey. Grenade didn't land anything, but still Icons does manage to get one. Ooh, nearly getting the second one, but Holic will be spot on. Captaini as well there, ready and waiting for Lance. 9-8. Envious are picking this one back. They're not walking away this easily as we previous thought. So, a couple of players from ephix going towards mid. Supreme going for a mid peek. He did get spotted though. Oh, was actually firing on Lance. Hypno will get taken out by him. Another player over at X's spawn. Supreme decides to go proning over there. Misses that first crucial shot. Now gonna have to back off. Feel like on the B-bomb side. There's a lot of players here, and gonna have to be careful not to get grenaded down all by them. We do see Holic pushing through that smoke. He's actually managed to get himself in a really good position because now he's up the stairs, and I'm not sure if ephix are well all too aware of this position of Holic. There we go, Linden down. Linden again getting shut down. He's just not getting into this game. And we have Icons and Supreme remaining. Icons finds one onto the shotgun. Surprisingly, winning that close range battle. Does spot another one on a roof. Can I look to pick him? Ooh, sneaky. He just spotted a glimpse just behind him, but there's one in front of him as well. That's the problem. Looking to pick up the M1 Garant now. Gotta get dropped by Dewey. Supreme now with the frag onto Villa, tags up Captaini, but Captaini does come on top. Supreme was a little bit cautious of the man. And ALE watching his cross. We're all even. All of a sudden we're even again. ephix again just throwing away that lead. They worked so hard to get that lead, and now it's all gone as Hypno does drop icons early on as well. Now ephix again losing that range element early on, though Supreme has a Lee Enfield. So maybe he can do something. Maybe he can do some good work with it. Lens attack again. Supreme, the man of the tags. He's gonna try and nade him down. One on A roof. He does get the grenade frag, so finally connect something. Holic though, lying in wait at mid. Oh my god, Vigor somehow knew he was there. Now Linden is gonna go for the bomb plant. As ephix have got control. Still though, Captaini on A roof could be causing for some troubles. If only he could land that shot. Gonna be looking to get that frag. Will drop Lance. Where's the rest, you might ask? They're now sitting in the same spot as Holic previously was. He can't really do anything, can he? Feeling out, watching it, waiting for Vigor to come by. It's actually a fake. Oh, Vigor just timing it perfectly. As he drops Vila, now just running away, making sure the timer just ticks away. And Captaini can't really do anything but just try to hunt them down, but the clock is already gone. He can't even defuse it anymore. Dusk landed onto Vigor regardless. And it's gonna make it 10-9. ephix do take a round back.
Objective destroyed. Allies win.
Again, we have this split push from ephix. I haven't seen either of the teams even attempting an A rush or anything like that. I guess it's not anymore in a meta or something, as Captaini does get taken out by Supreme. Yeah, he's actually on A roof already. Ooh. Misses that shot as well. Here's one on A bomb. Gonna be looking to drop down. It is the scope over there. Lands a brilliant shot on him to Hypno. This is Supreme's round. As Icons does find Violet, but all because Supreme cleared out the A-bomb side pretty much single-handedly. Now Dewey in a 1-on-4. It can't do anything as Supreme drops him as well. Supreme with that trick. 11-9. And that's going to bring us into round 21 right now. ephix again with a 2-round lead. Can they keep it though? Dewey decides to go a little bit further than usual to throw that nade. But doesn't want to push it, doesn't want to overextend. Hypno going with the scope, waiting for potentially Icons or Supreme to peek around there. Dewey lying in wait. Lance as well. They're all just looking for peeks, quickly looking over. There's a couple of shots being fired off. Smoke is coming out over the B-bomb side, and we've got 2 players defending it. Captaini does get taken out by Vigor. As Linden slowly approaches, does spot one behind that box. He's gonna definitely call that one out. Shotgun out. Gonna be looking to rush them down. Smoke does not really work in his favor as Dewey takes out Linden. Can Supreme make any of it? He knows the positions of these Germans now, hiding behind that bomb. Actually, the finish if you want to be correctly, but Supreme now getting tagged up. His position is definitely being known. Hypno going for that no scope. Will miss it. Dewey still waiting for Supreme to show his pretty face, but Supreme does so, and he will land it onto Dewey. Now it's all on the man in the B truck. Who's that? Flicking over to Holic. As Vigor does round one onto Hypno, and it's all on a sudden. It's a 1-on-2 now as Holic finds Lancelali. The bomb has been planted by Vigor on the A bomb side. He can still do this. Clock now taken away in his favor. And his position is known as 1 to his right. Going to be looking to go on that A roof silently. But Holik will be going top of the jump to counter Vigor's move. Oh, he fails the jump. And now Vigor successfully on top of that A roof. There's no nades from the Envious to stop Vigor from lying out there and just waiting the time out. And do they even know? Do they even know Vigor is in that roof? Probably they do. So yeah, it's just checking that A stairs. The windows are clean, so definitely they know Vigor is on top of that A roof. Fake does come out. Shuts down Vila. Wow, quick Thompson peek. Mops up Holik as well. Great stuff by Vigor. 12 to 9 it is. Just one more round for ephix to take the first map in. And 3 more for envious to bring us to a draw and to an overtime. Ooh, icons. Lovely little shot onto Vili. Holik has pushed up quite aggressively, and considering Icons was just watching this moments ago, it's quite ballsy to do. Lance does find Dewey early on, and this B-bomb site is completely open. Hypno did desperately try to defend it. Captaini does fall to Supreme's potato masher. Looking like the first whitewash from ephix, as Holik now remains. Never mind that whitewash as Vigor does go down. But still, 4 more plays to find for Holik. And he's gonna get taken down by Linden. Linden does get himself 1 more frag. And the last one, the most prestigious frag you can have. And it's gonna be 13 to 9. We're gonna be moving over to the second map, which will be Burgundy, I assume. Yeah, there we go. It's gonna be Burgundy.